Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today I'm looking at the top 5 items removed from DayZ Standalone. Things you can no longer get your hands on. Old models, old designs, but some things that we loved and some that were quite quirky. So let's have a look. Coming in at number 5 are the Zlata sodas. There are 3 types of this drink. The Zlata Cola Loca, the Zlata Classic, and the Zlata Malinovka. Now, these were replaced or removed in patch 0.32. And personally, I felt that these fitted into the environment better than their replacements, which were the Pepsi, the Notto Cola, and the Spite, which are names that are a take on American products. And it feels now to me, looking back on this, that the original Zlata sodas fit in much better with the environment of DayZ Standalone and the location. So it's a shame they've gone, and the designs of the actual cans I thought were great. And not just that, they also had the crushed Zlata soda as well, which I feel should be in the game. Coming in at number 4 is the down jacket, which you can see here. And the description went as follows: a quilted jacket filled with down feathers that can be worn over existing clothing. It is too bulky to allow the wearer to have a vest on at the same time. That's the in-game description. And it came in a variety of colours: blue, green, orange and red. And I seem to remember that you got very hot in this jacket. And it was removed in patch 0.53 and replaced with the quilted jacket, which had more of a detailed appearance rather than just these big patches you see on the down jacket. And you did get very hot, but it looked pretty cool. I quite like this item, and it's an item of clothing that they actually felt they needed to update. So it's an old version that has been replaced. At number 3 is the 12 gauge slug ammunition for the shotgun. Now, it's had a strange history in DayZ. It was removed round about version 0.3 or 0.32, and it's kind of hung around in the game, and you could still use it. Now, the in-game description says a heavy lead projectile without a plastic tip, intended for use in shotgun and often used for hunting large game. So it's not like the butt where the butt would spread. This was a focus shot from the shotgun, and it made it very powerful, and you could shoot at range and do a hell of a lot of damage to one spot. And I think they removed it. Maybe because there were some problems with how it worked, but also because it was just very powerful and it gave a lot of strength to the shotgun. But it is a real thing, and it's a shame that they don't have it in anymore. And it looks great as well. I love the little model you can see here. Now, strangely, it did appear by accident in 0.56 experimental for a period, but it was once again quickly removed. I hope they bring this back into DayZ Standalone, because it adds strength to civilian weapons, and it's very much biased towards the military weapons at the moment. At number 2, we have the long range scope. This item was dearly loved by many people, and the main reason for that was it was compatible with the Mosin, and people loved using this with the Mosin. It was probably the most popular weapon. It was removed from the game in patch 0.57 and replaced by the even more powerful hunting scope. But as I said, the hunting scope does not go on the Mosin. So people were very sad. And in fact, I think that DayZ lost quite a few players when this happened because of this. The in-game description goes as follows: rifle scope with a varied zoom, factory default 0 to 200 meters and manually adjusted to 800 meters. So it left the game, and a lot of people were sad. And you can see here, it looks great, but there was a thing about it that was actually even better, and a bit of a workaround, if you like. When the long-range scope was broken or cracked in bad condition, you could still use it. It didn't affect its precision, so it was a really handy item to have. Unlike, say, the PU scope, where it gets a slight bit of damage, you can't use it. There's a crack across the glass. So that was really good. People loved the long-range scope. And then at number 1, we have the legendary tactical vest, the old version. It was one of these really slim-fitting, snug items with ample storage, and it actually gave you limited protection from melee attacks and small arms fire. So it had a function. It felt like you were protected by it. Now, it hung around for a long time. It was removed from DayZ fairly early on, around about 0.30. But people who didn't play it actually retained that vest. And as a player, you would talk about that time you had your hands on the tactical vest, or you saw someone with one a long time after they had been taken out of the game. They hung around. But they were taken out of the game for a very good reason. You can see from the images here that the model clipped on the body, and you can see on the shoulder here where it mixes with the backpack. It didn't really work, and it's probably because it was directly ported from Arma 3. It never really had a place in DayZ Standalone, but for some reason it just became legendary, and many people talk about the tactical vest. So, did you have a tactical vest? I certainly did. I tried to hold on to it, and in fact we found one in game and we passed it around between the group, looking at it, reminiscing about when DayZ first appeared as a standalone version. Guys, I hope you found this video interesting, nostalgic. If you did, click the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, then go ahead. There's loads of more content like this on the channel. That would be awesome. Guys, thanks for watching.